Hi, Carl Winkler here at Lectrosonics, and we're at AES 2022, first live AES since 2019, so it's been 3 years, and it's been a great show so far. I want to thank Peter and Gotham for coming by for a live interview, so thanks guys, always great to see you. So what we're showing that's new at the show is the M2RA receiver. This is part of our Duet system and part of the whole D² line that we've been coming out with for the past about 4 or 5 years. And there's a couple important improvements in the M2RA, including the radio front end is designed for the modern world, so it's a much more robust radio front end. It has a new power supply, and the audio is improved even over the original, in the same form factor, so with the same battery life as before. So this is a real nice upgrade for any tough RF environments. We're talking about an extremely miniature receiver here. And one of the great new features involved with this though is it now does the D2 and the HDM mono modes, as well as the Duet and the encrypted stereo modes, as well as IFB, FM analog. So incredibly flexible, little receiver. Fidelity using the stereo digital modes is just wowing everybody, everyone who's put on the headphones. I see the raised eyebrows. And so we're having a good time with that. And I mentioned, it's part of the D² line. It's still using the M2T transmitter, which is our dual stereo rack unit with Dante or analog inputs. And you can get, with 2 of these, you have 4 stereo transmissions in a single rack space, which is fantastic. And of course, it's part of the wireless designer ecosystem as well. So we've got it set up here with a Duet transmitter sending out a stereo signal, and we've got it hooked up to a DSQD, which you see I've got stereo left and stereo right in Duet mode coming through the DSQD. So it's part of the whole Lectrosonics digital ecosystem, which is unique out there and incredibly flexible and powerful. And of course, we're showing our latest digital slot receivers, the DSR dual channel unit and the DSR4 dual quad channel unit. And here again, I'm picking up 2 channels from the Duet transmitter, Duet left and right, and I've left channels 3 and 4 open on the DSR4.
Are you guys considering like a long range or higher latency IFB mode? Is that ever something that you would think about?
Not that I've really thought about too much, but we've extended the range of our digital system recently with some hardware updates. So I think if people try this system now, particularly with the M2RA and the latest M2T, they're going to be very surprised at the range that they can get with this system.
What does that mean, the latest M2T?
There's been some, we're always improving our products. So there was some recent changes to some of the components in the M2T, relatively minor component changes, but they've made a big difference in the clarity of the digital signal. So again, with an improved receiver and an improved clarity of transmission, the range of these, Blair walked this one to the end of this hall here earlier today, and you can imagine all the RF noise. It's Manhattan, it's Javits Center, but there's also a lot of exhibitors with wireless. So he said not a single dropout to the end of the aisle. It's pretty good.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, if there's no questions, and we'll just give Jared a second to look at the questions.
Sure.
Is there any upgrade path between an M2R and an M2RA? That's a great question.
Right, question about the upgrade path from M2R to M2RA. Unfortunately, because both boards have been redesigned, and we had to do a little bit of retooling on the case, on the interior of the case, it's all new. There's no common components, no boards between the two, unfortunately. So if you've got an M2R that's been damaged beyond repair, for instance, we have a repair exchange program. But it's not economical to change out the boards and the housing. It's basically a new unit. So we did wish it was possible to do that, but it didn't turn out that way.
Got it. And that's it. Those are all the questions.
Very good.
Excellent.
Once again, Carl Winkler here at Lectrosonics. We're at AES Live 2022 at Javits Center, New York. And thank you again to Peter and the Gotham team for putting on this live interview.
Thank you very much, Carl.
Take care.